guys, hopefully everything is looking okay camera-wise. I've kind of like an odd setup right now, but I have been wanting to make a YouTube video for a while, just like showing you guys some of my favorite plants. I'm probably gonna do like top 10, top 15 maybe, if I feel like it, but yeah, the last video I posted on YouTube and like this account was I think like 2 years ago. Um, but yeah, it just a lot has changed. I have obviously grown my collection a lot more than the last video I posted, which I think was a video about me like building this shelf and like setting it up and everything. So it's kind of crazy watching that video back and seeing what my room and like my collection looks like. Sorry, seeing what my collection looks like now 2 years later. So yeah, I just thought this would be something cool to do, that I've been like kind of excited to do for a while, just because I have a lot of plants that I really love and that I'd love to just like, I guess, share with you guys. So okay, let's get into it. Really quickly, I'm just gonna grab the plants that I want to show you guys, and then yeah, we'll get to it. So give me just 1 second. Okay, I am back. I have grabbed everything that I want to show you guys today. Hopefully the lighting hasn't changed too much, but let's get into it. I don't really know how I want to start, so I guess I'll just pick a random one from what I've set down here. So the first one I want to show you guys is this Alocasia jacklyn. I know that there's a different name for these. I don't know what it is. All I've seen is Alocasia jacklyn. But yeah, I got this plant I think maybe like a week and a half to 2 weeks ago at a night market like 40 minutes away from me. I literally drove over there just because I had seen that there was a vendor who was selling like rare plants. And I just wanted to check it out and see if they had anything that interested me there, and I actually got like a pretty good haul. And this was one of them. This has been a wishlist plant for me for a good amount of time, and I know that they have gotten like pretty popular and tend to be like on the more expensive side, at least in my opinion. They're pretty expensive. So yeah, I was really excited to get my hands on this, and yeah, I love it. There's the first plant. Okay, let's move on to the second one. Which one do I want to show you? I'll start out, or I'll show you guys this one. I got this one probably like not even a week ago, maybe like 4 or 5 days ago. But it has been another wish list plant on my list for a pretty long time, honestly. So getting my hands on it was just so exciting. I can't wait to like see how it grows under my care, and I'm hoping it does well. It is this Anthurium regal. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, it is just, it's stunning. I need to water it. I haven't watered it since I got it, but if you guys are wondering what this is, I'm trying to air layer this plant. I haven't tried it before, so I'm giving it a go and hoping that it works out for me, because it is pretty like stumpy right here, and it's just like a chunky like stump right there that had a bunch of aerial roots. So I'm hoping that once it gets like more established and I can see like little roots popping out, I'm just gonna cut it and hopefully grow a second plant from the original stem and then have a second one right here. So yeah, that's my plan for this plant. If you guys are interested, maybe I'll give you a little update on how that goes, just because this is my first time air layering and I'm just excited to see how it goes. But yeah, just take a look at that leaf. It is a beauty. Hopefully it focuses. I don't really know if it is. Yeah, let me try to get it to focus. Okay, there you go. So that's what it looks like. The other one has a little bit of damage on it, but you can still see like that gorgeous veining that these plants have. So yeah, hopefully it puts out a new leaf for me soon. I don't see any like growth points, so we'll see what it does. But yeah, so that's exciting. The next one that I will show you guys is this beautiful Alocasia Red Secret. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus. Look at that leaf. It's a gorgeous plant. I think we've had this for about maybe like 3 weeks, I want to say, and this leaf is finally just like finished hardening off. And it went from like a kind of bright dark red to this like silverish copper green, I don't know. But it's a really cool plant. I can't wait for it to like give me new growth. So yeah, there's that one. The next one that I will show you is this Alocasia dragon scale. This plant is just so cool. I was trying to pick like from my Alocasias on which one I like wanted to have in this video, and I was having such a hard time, but this one is just like, this big leaf right here is so stunning. Hopefully it focuses. But yeah, this big leaf right here is just, it's so stunning, and like just looking at it makes me so happy. It hasn't put out any new leaves since I have gotten it, and I don't see a growth point, so hopefully at some point I start seeing like new growth on here. But it looks like it's doing fine. There's no damage or anything. So yeah, there she is. Let's see. The next one I'll show you guys, I guess since I have this one sitting right next to me, is this philodendron Marks variegated, I think. Yeah, I got this one at the same plant market that I got the Alocasia jacklyn from. He had some really great selections. It was such a cool find. So this I had to grab because I had been looking for one of these for a while. This is like the newest leaf that it put out. It has some like really cool growth points coming. Hopefully it's focusing. I don't think it is. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. Please focus. It is such a gorgeous plant, and I cannot wait to see like what these growth points do, you know, because it has 3 or 4, I think. So it's just really exciting, and it's just a gorgeous plant overall. So hopefully the variegation, you know, keeps up. So yeah, there she is. The next one I'll show you is, I want to show you guys this little begonia that I got. I got this not that long ago. I want to say like a week maybe. Ooh, and she's giving me a new leaf, it looks like. It's, I don't know how to say the name. It's right there if you guys can see it. Let me try to get it to focus if it wants to. There's the name right there. But that is what it looks like, the plant itself. Please. It's really cool because it has like this pink fuzz all over the leaves, and it's like soft. So hopefully you guys can see that pink fuzz well. It has it like on the stems, and then like on the top of the leaves. It's really unique. I haven't seen a plant like this before that is just like so brightly colored and so fuzzy. So yeah, begonias are really interesting. I don't typically like lean towards them, I guess, just because I have had bad experiences with like begonia mold and stuff like that in the past. So this is like the first begonia I have purchased in a while, so I hope she does well for me. I hope no issues come with her. But yeah, I am loving her so far, so there you go. Moving on, I guess I'll show you guys one of my favorites, but also one that I have struggled with a lot growing. It is, I'm just holding like this because I watered it recently and it's just dripping water out, but it's my Anthurium forgetii silver form, I think. It just like has the silver veining, and I bought this plant originally with like I think 2 leaves on it. One of them was already like dying off when I got it, and then the second one died off because I was overwatering it and it started getting like root rot. So I had to completely just like change the medium, change everything about this plant, and like cut off all the dead roots. And I waited probably like a month, and it finally gave me like a baby leaf and then a second baby leaf. And then I overwatered it again and it died off again. And I did the same thing, cut off all the dead roots and repotted it into something a little more airy, and it gave me these leaves, which have kind of gotten crispy because I was underwatering it because I was scared. And then recently put out this leaf, and this has been here for a while. It hasn't really done anything until recently, where it's putting off, like, I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but it's putting off a new leaf, which I am so excited for. Like, I cannot wait to see what it looks like, because this one did come out a little bit deformed. It's just like kind of like curled in towards itself. So yeah, hopefully it gives me a large beautiful new leaf. This one has been like, this was one of my first anthurium purchases that I got, one of, like, I guess the more expensive purchases I've made. So it has been a learning experience, and I'm grateful for her because she has taught me a lot about, like, how to care for anthuriums and these types of plants. So yeah, I'm glad that she has survived my abuse, I guess. But yeah, she's gorgeous. So yeah, there she is. Take a good look at her. And then we'll move on to the next one. I'm super excited to show you guys this one. I have been, like, obsessed with this plant recently. It's given me, like, it's given me, like, the most gorgeous new leaf. And it's just been working on, like, sizing it up for at least, like, a month. Here she is. This is my Anthurium forgetii. I'm not sure if it's, like, an Anthurium forgetii dark form or just, like, a regular one. It looks a little bit darker than other ones that I have seen, so if it is a dark form, somebody tell me, please, because I have no idea. But I love this plant. I am in love. It's, like, it's so gorgeous. Usually I love, like, silvery, like, bright veining, but this one is just, like, it's got such deep dark, like, leaves, and, like, it's so velvety. Yeah, I just I love this plant. I cannot wait till it gives me a new leaf. But it's really just been working on, like, its roots and whatnot as of recently. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can see, like, the roots growing against the pot, which has just been fun to watch, honestly. And if I can, I'll show you guys, like, a picture of what this plant looked like when it, like, first started putting out this leaf, and, like, what size it has grown to now. Like, it's almost as big as my hand, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I can't wait till she gives me a new leaf, and I can actually see, like, that she's pregnant, so hopefully soon it'll start popping out for me and I'll have 2 gorgeous leaves on this plant. So yeah, there's my Anthurium forgetii. Love her, she's gorgeous. Let's see. The next one I'll show you guys is this Anthurium magnificum and crystallinium hybrid. These are 2 separate plants in one pot, and I got them from 2 separate people, but they are the same plant. I've been in love with how they're growing. This is, like, the newest leaf that one of them has put off, and it's so gorgeous. It's so, like, velvety, and the veinage is just, it's so pretty. I love it. And then the second one that's next to it is putting off this, like, new leaf, and it's just coming out really well. It looks really healthy. The roots are healthy, and, like, they're literally growing on the outside of the pot, if you can see that right there. So yeah, this plant has just been doing really, really well for me. And when I got them, they were a lot smaller than what they are now. They've given me these gorgeous leaves right here, and I'm pretty sure this was one that emerged while I had it. So yeah, they've grown a lot for me. I can't wait to see how big this leaf gets. And then this one's working on a new leaf as well, so hopefully it's bigger than the last one. But yeah, these are just gorgeous plants, and they're growing really greatly for me. So yeah, let's move on. The next one I guess I'll show you is this one's funny. It may not make sense as to why it's in my top plants, but it's just been such a fun plant to like watch grow. This is my philodendron El Choco Red. I got it as this, just a stem cutting. It didn't have any leaves on it. It didn't have any like roots or anything. And I just put it in this moss and then put it in like my little glass dome container. And it popped out this like the cutest little leaf. And it started to work on the second one, which is finally starting to unfurl. It's been working on it for about like, I want to say a week now. So it's so exciting seeing it put off its second leaf, even though it's like probably like one of the smaller plants that I own. It's so precious, and it's been so fun to like watch grow. So yeah, there she is. There you go. Okay. Let's see. So the next one I'm going to show you guys is probably like the most impressive plant in my opinion in my collection, and probably like one of my top plants of like favorites. She has given me such gorgeous growth, and she's actually flowering for me, which I've just been so excited about. And I've actually been like doing some research into how like to pollinate flowers, because I'm hoping to collect the pollen from this flower and then be able to like pollinate the next one it gives me and have like little baby ones of her. This is my Anthurium clarinervium. Let's see, it's given me, I think this one grew under my care, this one grew under my care. This one has a little bit of damage just because I did not have my humidifier for a little bit, and my humidity dropped to like 30%, and she threw a fit and had some damage on the leaf, but she came back with a new one recently, which I'm super excited about. And then here's like the little flower right here. I don't know if you can really see it, but I'm super excited to like, you know, see if I could pollinate a new one. So yeah, here she is. She is a pretty good size. This leaf is probably like one of the biggest ones she has, and it's bigger than my hand, so it's really cool. But yeah, she's just gorgeous. Definitely one of my favorite plants, has my heart. I spent a lot of money on her, so I am glad to see that she is growing well for me and happy under my care. So yeah. Alright. So the last plant that I'm going to show you guys is actually one that I got today. Me and my boyfriend went on a little bit of like a plant splurge today, and we went around and just like picked up a bunch of plants from sellers on Facebook, and we happened to get some seedlings from this guy who was selling like Warquianum or whatever, however you say that name. I don't know how to say it, but that plant, and then a hybrid of that and Magnificum. And we were just talking about like his collection and like the plants that he had, and I asked him if he had any Anthurium luxurians, just because they had been like, those are my wishlist plant, like probably top #1 of my wishlist plant, just because I really want to get into making hybrids of Anthuriums. So yeah, I was asking him if he had any luxurians, and he said that he had luxurian hybrids of that plant and Anthurium crystallinium, like red form or something like that. So I had to get it. It's a tiny little seedling, not the most impressive thing right now, but I cannot like explain how excited I am to have this plant, just because I have been searching for anything like luxurian related for so long that is like within my price range, just because like these plants are pretty expensive. So being able to find this was so cool, so amazing. Yeah, here she is. She's tiny, she's adorable. You can already see like the red back stem, which is super cool, and then you can see like the, I don't know what the texture is called for luxurians, but just like that bumpy texture. So yeah, there she is. I'm super excited to see her grow. I have her set up in like probably like the most bougiest plant setup I could do. I can't explain how happy I am to have this plant. So that's what she looks like right now. Okay. Alright, so that's it for today. I think it's like 2 in the morning, so I am calling it a night and I am going to jump in bed, but yeah, hopefully you guys like this. I haven't filmed the YouTube video in forever, so if I'm a little like and messy, it's because I don't like being in front of a camera, but yeah, so let me know if you guys have any like questions, anything like in the future that you want to see. I really want to do a few videos on like propagating plants and like some updates on growth and stuff, but just because I have a lot of seedlings that I've propagated and I have a lot of like just like chop and prop projects that I'd love to like, you know, go into depth into at some point. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good night. Bye.